Hello, boys and girls. I'm pulling out of my gourd right now. Hey there, what's up? Hey there, Shango. Hey, error code. Hey there, Nyan. Hey there, Victories. I'm wiggling. We got a brave new world, man. We got a brave new world. Speaking of, I will have to mute the trailer when we watch it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Starset copyright is just an issue. I'd rather not have to deal with it. Well, so, rather I will hear it, you guys won't. When we start watching the trailer, once we, because we'll watch the trailer one time, like, full through until we start going fucking frame by frame, essentially. But yeah, while we're watching, I will hear it. You guys won't. I won't put the audio into stream so that I don't have to deal with a copyright claim later. I will hear it, so it'll be fine. Like, yeah, I can hear it, you guys won't. Frame by frame to try see absurder skirt. Wow. Also, yes, disclaimer. I have actually already seen it once. I couldn't wait. I had to see it at least once, but I've only watched it once. And I've only watched one language. And like I've already like, I feel like I've already forgotten everything that I saw. Like I was watching it and I was just like, I was too sort of like, I was barely taking in what was happening because I was just like, and also waiting for like a date for the beta test. There's no date yet. It's just mid-January. No actual date yet. No exact date. I think everyone could resist the temptation. I'm usually pretty good resisting the temptation, but this time I really wanted to see if there was a date or something in it. I was like, I gotta. Gappy, I hope you, Jesus Christ, 40-degree fever is a little bad. Take care. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Midjourney's pretty specific. Well, I do want, because I want to know the actual, you know, date and day of week and everything, right? I want to start planning my marathon beta test streams already. I mean, it's still closed beta, yeah. But yeah, it is like a month away. Also, it's gonna be overlapping with the, you know, Arknights global anniversary. I'm sorry, Arknights global anniversary, but I might have more important things to be doing, okay? But yeah, obviously, that's obviously one thing. God, I hope I get in this time. I did not get in last time. And I am maybe possibly hoping. Last time they did seem to at some point put up a creator specific survey sign up. And maybe they put one up now this time as well, and maybe I would be accepted through that. Exactly, a streamer clown. And yeah, they want to interview. That was the same thing last time as well. They asked if you were okay with interviews. I'll sell you my account if I get in and you don't. Lie. How could he lie? What do you mean? Because if I remember correctly, so if they post a, also if you're wondering, the menu, it's the website music is playing in the background. If they do make a creator like sign up thing where, you know, creators can apply for it. Last time, if I remember correctly, some of the requirements, like one of the sort of requirements or what they wished, was like 2,000 followers / subscribers or whatever. Which, right now, across both YouTube and Twitch, I have over 2,000. So, Hypergriff, I trade offer. Give me access, I will play your game a lot. Yeah, not sure if it was like how mandatory. It was probably fairly mandatory to obviously have, you know, because otherwise, you know, if there's not at least some form of requirement, then I mean, what's gonna happen is that people are gonna be like, oh yeah. They're like, I have 5 followers, I have 5 subscribers on YouTube, and I streamed Arknights once. But also, it's very possible if they do make a new creator sign up, they might increase the requirements or something. Though, I mean, that also depends on just how big, you know, their test is now. Because obviously last time the test amount was very limited, right? The actual amount of people who got in was super limited. It should be quite a bit larger now, this time. So we'll see. But I mean, no matter what the requirements is, I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna be like, please, Hypergraph, I beg of you. I need this. I mean, yeah, this test is gonna be more competitive. There's gonna be a lot more signups for sure. There sure will. I was supposed to check something real quick. And maybe we don't delay too much anymore. We could watch the trailer. Of course, well, I'll have to set up the audio. While I mute the audio for you guys, do you guys want to just listen to like fucking my, like, I have Arknights open, so do you want to just listen to like my Arknights lobby while I'm watching the trailer, so it's not completely silent? Or why not? Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do it that way. We can I'm capable of doing this, so I can have you guys hearing Arknights, just the lobby music, but then I myself will be able to hear the let's check that this works. Just a second. Yep. Exactly. So you can hear just my lobby music, but I will be able to hear the video. Memorize the trailer song already. I mean, it is star set. They just got star set again. I was like, I started watching the trailer. I was like, wait a minute. The instant the vocals came in, it's like, oh, it's them. It's them again. All right. Yeah. So I'll watch the JP because I watched the English version. I want to hear the JP voices again. So because I've seen the English version. Probably once we start going through it, we'll once we start like going for it more deep, we'll look at the English version so we get some of the subtitles as well. But I haven't heard the JP voices for this trailer yet, so I want to hear them. All right, I will actually turn it a little bit down. I think it was quite loud. This time around, I'm probably just gonna. You can't hear it, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be vibing again. Yeah, not really completely fresh, no, but I feel like I was barely able to pay attention when I watched it the first time. And there's so many little details that I want to like check and just go through properly. And what's going on? This is a fucking nuke. And then Brave New World kicks in. Dude, when this kicked in, I was like, whoa, okay, they're going quite aggressive with the music for this one. And then, you know, like, I see, star set. This shot, crazy. Yeah, I have a bunch of things. There's been, people have like obviously been posting a bunch, and there's some cool details. And like, Like, so much going on. There's so much stuff. Also, apparently there's an ARG. Apparently this trailer has an ARG again. Drones, a little elevator. It's a Honkai Impact 3 reference. There's an elevator. The planet in the fucking background is so cool looking. That transition is insane. In-game cutscene. And actually, probably a bunch of this has been in-game cutscene. Evil woman, evil woman, evil woman stonks. Oh, there was something from PV4 as well. This is sarcophagus. She's just floating in space. There's some detail. We're gonna go through some of this little bits of combat. We're gonna go through like very consistent. Like we're gonna go through every frame. Aurora, the gamer girl, Surtur. They're like, we're gonna put one of these cut-ins, like these ultimates in. It's gonna be Surtur. I feel like End Minister's clothing looks slightly different from the back as well. Also, we're seeing so many more biomes. Something was pointed about her as well. Evil woman again. Why is there a human? There's like a fetus inside the ball. Something about this silhouette for some reason I think is complete, absolute cooking, but that's the sarcophagus again. Oh boy, there was more. That's probably more ARG stuff again. Hey, the flipper. And obviously, yeah, it's star set. Wow, it's star set. Surprise, guys, it's star set. Did you know it's star set? The fucking panda, bro's the panda. Can you believe it? We can have the menu music going on while we then go through the entire trailer. There's so much, bro. There's so much stuff. Nice Dawn pulse, thank you. Also, yeah. Apparently the panda's name is Dapan. So and he has a pat. We'll see it. He has a huge wok. His weapon is a wok. So it's panda with Dapan, and his name is Dapan. And yeah, indeed, there is an entire ass ARG again. Thank you, HG. You're gonna make people go insane again. I have a notification. I've been getting a lot of notifications because the recent video did quite well. HG loves their ARG. Got the best done while pulling for second best. I feel like, is W Don still the best though? Follow that guy on YouTube chat session about Surtur's skirt and can confirm black. Wow. I guess we'll check it live. Yeah, let's just start. I mean, actually, we'll take these off. I don't need these on. Don't need those on. JK. I mean, maybe we should actually press play. It's obviously this is Talos itself, or like this is the gacha Talos, and this is the text here isn't like, I think none of the lines here are really anything important. This is just like they're just yapping. Oh, Aether environment stable, optical observation reports no anomalies. This is obviously some kind of animal. The desert biome, that's male Endmin. Also, they actually put both of the Endmins in the trailer this time, unlike last time, where it was only female Endmin. Which says there's actually one thing. So I think this was part of some leaks, and it's like super sussy, and the translation was kind of iffy. But there was something almost saying that you can use both. The exact line was something like, you can running both administrators, which might be that maybe you can freely switch between which one you are. Or something else. And yeah, right, yeah, good point. This is probably indeed pilot comms. before, because obviously in the trailer a year ago, obviously we see Endmin's plane or whatever crash, and this is okay. Yeah, they're on the way. Yeah. Okay, so this shot is probably also after it's crashed and Endmin is just fucking wandering around fucking nowhere after the crash. Mountain Couture is the studio. And then there's just like, hey, all's good, all's cool, and then there's probably fucking ARG stuff in here. Endbird's coffee. Dude, they got bird coffee. God, what else does it? It's a bunch of weird text. It's like non-English text. It's like in-universe weird squiggles. Better than Starbucks. And obviously, yeah, we get a fucking massive explosion here. Just fucking something just nukes. But also, it looks like... I'm trying to, like... It looks like it's... I don't know. It's weird. It looks like it's hitting almost like the sky or something. Like it's spreading out into the sky and kind of a... I think it might just be a mushroom cloud kind of thing, though. Yeah, but big nuke and just fucking destroy shit. Also, what does it say there? I mean, just tranny regulating slider, okay. Endfield asset, okay. Also says Endfield asset. What? Facing button. Facing button, yes, facing button. Some numbers and stuff. There's probably some stuff over here. There's a little note over there as well. Can't read it. What is my quality at? What are they up? Oh, yeah, they uploaded this at fucking 2K as well. Property of Endfield Industries. Also, you see the Endfield Industry logo right there, and so it's some kind of Endfield outpost. This little elevator scene is actually weirdly cool, man. They do still have the masks, but apparently, like, the mask is sometimes there and sometimes not. It's just like some form of equipment. Oh, wait, there's some details on the clothing. Oh, Endfield. It just says Endfield. Never mind. Lyrics, obviously. Interesting. I think that's just an effect, but the fucking, like, it looks like the fucking planet crumbles away. In like it's a split fucking second, but it like... No, again, no. This looks somehow a little bit more intentional. It starts here at like almost like, well, I guess the sun, or whatever the sun here is. But what if it's an explosion? And then the fucking... It looks like the planet caves in on itself. And just disappears. And they did seem to have... They have like adjusted how male Endman looks as well. Because yeah, this is probably the north, obviously. Because yeah, from some of the earlier trailers we know indeed apparently the goal or whatever is to reach the north. Yeah. This is gonna be a bunch. This is a bunch of ARG stuff for sure. All these flashes, all this little text here. This little circle bit here. These numbers here, 30, 20, 10. Okay, no, this is just... It's just, I mean, it might still mean something, but it is just like... Going whatever. Triangle. There's gonna be 1 billion triangles because they're somehow related to Originium and everything. Bunch more triangles. Malcolm 0000000. Wolfguard, well, Wolfguard did get a redesign, but for me personally, I'm not sure if it's a glow up. The face is a lot better, but the outfit's a little weird, not gonna lie. HG has made their players wild, fucking insane. Some form of spaceship situation, some kind of storm going on. Oh yeah, this is the part where... Yeah, so they're just in space, bro. They're just standing in space. They're on the spaceship in space looking down at Talos 2. This is the north again. This little barrier thing is also we saw in the very first, in the announcement trailer. This is the barrier we see in the announcement trailer. Wait. Like at the end of the announcement trailer, we see this barrier thing. Things have changed since the initial announcement trailer, but like... You heard Aurora is in Enfield? Apparently, yes. Whatever, well, I mean, what exactly... How exactly is a question? Like, The specifics of how some of these operators or these, you know, known characters are there is obviously we don't know yet. But something like it's going on, right? So yeah, so this is the announcement trailer from fucking how many years ago? 2 years ago. At the very end. This shit. Oh no, maybe we have a better shot of it here. Like an old Perlica. Yeah, okay, this is a better shot, yeah. This like massive barrier that seemingly is seemingly almost goes across like the entire planet. Like it's here, you can see it here. It's the same stuff. It's the texture and the colors are the exact same. And it seemingly goes across the entire planet. And yeah, we can't. None of the lore from the tech test is like reliable anymore. Like anything that we've seen from there is like, it's already probably been changed. I mean, already some stuff has been changed. Hey there, Kim. And yeah, probably this should be the North. Presumably this is the North. Obviously space, so you know, up and down and so on doesn't exist, but also this shot is just so cool. And someone pointed out that this has a very similar feel as the start of there's a very similar feel to the start of Arknights with Amia looking outside of the ship. Let's see if I can find someone had a comparison of it. Was it over here? Also, there were some sort of leaks, not leaks. They accidentally gave us access to some stuff early, and then they realized their mistake and removed it. So we got some extra images and stuff sort of early. Okay, it's not in here. But yeah, so this shot looks very similar to the beginning of the beginning shot of Arknights, where Ami is looking outside of the ship window, and then you have like the weird cloud eye. And yeah, they have indeed. Well, so during the tech test, there was originally a piece of text that said it was 500 years in the future, and then they removed that. They removed the 500-year line. Also, yes, you can indeed sign up for the beta now, so if you haven't, you might want to. The minimum requirement, or the recommended requirements for the game, or the beta test, a little wild, but maybe on purpose. It's probably not going to be very optimized, let's be real. This fucked up, broken, like, tree thing with the rhombus, Originium rhombus on it as well. There's some kind of mask, actually, here. It's like a broken... There's like a broken, split-apart mask face here. So, Flipper, actually, we'll get to that. It's probably at some point here. So right now, somewhere in the trailer... Busy doing the survey. Somewhere in... Also, this is gonna be a more fucking, ARG stuff. Somewhere in the trailer, I'm not sure where exactly it's gonna be shown, but there is a piece somewhere where it's... I think it was... There's text of December 13, 2018. Which is about 900 years... ahead of where Arknights is right now. So it's not even really a leaker, it's more so it's just in the trailer. If that's real and it's current, like, year for Endfield, it might be like 900 to 1,000 years in the future, instead of 500. Yeah, chapter 14 has made rhombuses, it's like rhombus trauma. And they wrote it as, okay, they wrote it as December with an S. Hey, dude, that's lore. That's how they write December in Arknights land, okay? This is all this little detail. This is just like kind of some cool, quick visuals. Fucking, you know, override your, like, just overwhelm you. All this stuff, though, is gonna be... This is a bunch of coordinates. You have a bunch of coordinates here. You have all kinds of weird stuff here. I think some of these coordinates, I don't know if it's these ones. One of these coordinates is the Sagrada Familia in... Where the fuck is it again? The big-ass church that still isn't ready. That's fair. That's fair, Flipper. That's fair. In Barcelona, yeah. I forgot it was in Barcelona. Yeah, some of the coordinates at least are for the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. Whatever that, you know, means. We'll see once all the nerds get to it and figure out the ARG. then. Also, like, oh, it's just like, oh, hey, it's just a carabiner, right? Like, oh, carabiner with some, you know, stuff tied to it. No, it's a fucking triangle again. It's a fucking triangle, bro. The triangles are everywhere. It's all triangles. More a triangle? Whole bunch of bass stuff. Some spinny. This is like lots of showing some bass stuff, big space. Be seeing some more biome, because obviously in the tech test, we only had one biome and it was pretty gray and so on. Hey there, Swish. You know, we sort of only saw one biome. We're seeing a lot more, like, this looks significantly different than what we've seen before. And there's a couple other biomes actually that come up here. This is the desert biome again. There was more fucking... This shot is also fucking insane. I love the skybox. The trailer also does go hard. Like, when you're actually watching it fully with the fucking music and everything, it does just go crying wild. Also, this, I mean, this is clearly... This is the fucking elevator that Endmin is on when the song starts up. Duh. This... Okay, wait, where is it? Where was it? Don't fucking... Where is it? Where's the fucking triangle? It was just there. There was a blue triangle. Show it to me. I'm fucking going frame by frame. I should have almost downloaded this video so that I could, like... go through it faster instead of waiting for fucking YouTube to load. Triangle! Triangle! Million triangles. Come on. Triangles! Triangles! Perlica looks so cute. So cute. Look at her. Oh man, I love this little transition sequence. This is also on the website all the time. Oh wow, perfect fucking timing. This little transition thing is on the website. Where she points and then it... Brrr. Over the front line, into the front. Our motto, Endfield motto. And that timing was actually wild. Jesus. Over the front line into the wild, there's some triangles. More triangles here, only one of them is blue. I mean, the loop on the trailer is not very long, like... It's like a, I don't know, 20-30 second loop, but... Yeah, it was at the very start, yeah. Man, the timing was pretty fucking perfect, though. Let me move it around a little. Got more drones. This looks very... Like, this very much looks like an in-game cutscene. Like, some of these... Like, this feels like... I feel like this is gonna be like a cutscene actually in the beta. Like, some of this stuff feels like it might have been made specifically for... Like, this feels like it might have been made specifically for the trailer. It's just something... Like, some of these shots feel like they might be specifically trailer shots. Or just, like... Sort of more fancy in-game trailers. This one feels like... This next one here feels like an actual, like, cutscene that you get quickly before, like, a boss fight or something. Also, Chen. Hog, Chen. Cute Chen. Wait, I should do... Dude, look! The little thing is... He's Madge! He's so Madge! Hello, cute robo thing. Angie bot. Obviously this stuff we've always seen a bunch. Endmin seems to just use Originium as a fucking weapon. Evil woman stonks. With so for some reason there's a human-shaped thing inside of here. Somehow related to Populcom. The eyes were a little Populcom, it's true. This girl you can also see in like the here. Oh, you can't. Fuck, I'm blocking her face. Shit. Well, look at it. Well, okay. We'll look at the website later. Also, I think this. Actually, no. This woman wasn't in some of the original, like images, promo images. Yeah, evil woman. Something loading. A bunch. This is gonna be a bunch more ARG stuff, and also just some like cool visuals. Tata. Beep. This is the sarcophagus. This is almost, this shot here, like this fucking exactly like one frame. This is almost directly out of PV4. We get almost the exact same shot of a sarcophagus from PV4. Wait, is it Theresa's flower? Also a bunch of ID 00000 for Endfield Industries. This part goes so fucking fast that I'm like pausing a bunch. It's a mission. Oh yeah, is that the Theresa flower? Give me a second. Bobble, Arknights. Bring up the CG for Bobble. Fuck, that's the wrong wiki. How did I fuck this up? Oh, so is it surrounded by? Oh yeah, it is surrounded by Originium. Gee. I just want to bring up this specific CG. Yeah, that's the same thing. Same flower shape, yep. So it's Theresa's flower, but it's also, it's also like it's a pre-civilization flower. It's a Dr. Civ flower. No, that's not shining. That's Theresa. But it's also just a pre-civ flower. Which, Theresa just, Theresa grabbed the data for this particular flower from inside of Originium. And that's why Doctor was like, what the fuck? How did you get this flower? This shit died out like 20,000 years ago. Okay, this little bit here is from the trailer we got a year ago. Just like printing out the little thing. Also... Okay, no, I was just like, why is female Endmin so much taller? It's because they're moving. They're moving from up to down, down to up. Oh, no, they weren't. What the fuck? No, they weren't moving. I thought they were moving. They weren't. Why is female Endmin so much taller? What the fuck is going on here, huh? Hell yeah, Shango. There's no. That's not a thing. Unfortunately. Well, not like unfortunately. It's like a unfortunately, but also good because, like, keep the story as what it is. Schizo moment. It's kind of a weird situation. This shot is so well, actually, it's just wild. Also, there's what the fuck is going on here? Actually, can we see it? Like, yeah, we can see it like slightly better when it starts. And then what? Whoa! Thank you for the 20 gifted, Lolan. Hello there, Lolan. Fuck, where was it? Shit, there. Let's see who's dodging. Who's dodging? Cool Dog got one. Erikin got down. Booker DeWitt. V29? No, V29 already had a gift. Luna Wabbit? Why am I dodging? Kim, you are dodging. It's wild. And hey, thank you for the tier 1 Rolam for yourself. Amia salute. Lolan Giga Ched. Yeah, some of y'all have insane dodge rolls. That's wild. Like, damn. Hey there, Punzer. It is Lolan from Library Ruin. That's so true. I'll mute them really quickly. Gifted true. Some people are really skilled at just fucking dodging all the gifts. And there's been a lot of gifts recently. I'm very appreciative. Well, what's going on? So this looks similar to the stuff... to the barrier that we were talking about earlier. From the very first trailer as well. And that we kind of saw. There's like this little circular bit here. We can't see all of it. And there's something in the middle as well. Also, I'm not sure what's going... There's like this I mean, this looks like it's fucking burning or like lava or something on this like dark side. Right here. Like, what the fuck is going on there? Also, okay, well, actually, oh, wait, this light. I was wondering what the fuck this light is. It's probably the spaceship. It's probably the spaceship, isn't it? We get to see some more combat bit. Yeah, so this is the spaceship that Perlica was standing on at the start, picking up fucking picking up Endmin, just fucking floating in space. Apparently, they're all cool with just floating in space. No issue. Who needs breathing? The space shots are crazy. It looks so good. Obviously, there are cutscenes. Here we haven't seen... Okay, no, there is some gameplay parts soon-ish. But everything so far has been like, you know, cutscenes, which is like, you know, okay, it's cutscenes and it's not indicative of the final game, guys. You know, let's... I'm telling this to myself so that I don't get overhyped, even though I'm already overhyped. Salmon-looking girl throws an embryo which looks similar to calcite in her embryo state. Oh yeah, we'll see it again later. Where there's the little ball with like a thing in it. I mean, it doesn't really look like calcite. It's more so just, yeah, it's the fetus position. Yes, if a human is in the fetus position, they kind of look similar. Also, yeah, the you know, the fucking music choice was like, of course, Brave New World for Endfield. Thought it was a chicken win. Yeah, apparently she's just cool with like floating. We do get some. Also, yeah, Wolfguard has gone through an crazy change from what we've seen before. Just a design change, but also he's now Gunman instead of Big Swordman. So I don't know what made them give him such a big change, but with the Region formations, it looks like yeah, we'll get to it soon. This little, what the, like, what is this thing? This enemy looks incredibly like near automata. Maybe get some ultimates here. No, that obviously we send out. Well, okay, we're just seeing male Endmin's ultimate here. Yeah, this boss looks like straight out of fucking automata or something. It's the Walkman! It's the fucking panda! Okay, let's watch through this little combat sequence fully through, and then we'll get all the details. Fucking panda with his Walkman. Obviously, we're seeing some bosses. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is what. Oh yeah, that's what gets summoned in the cutscene. Like here or whatever, like spawns up there. Is this boss? We'll see it later properly. Like this is what gets summoned out of it. The fucking Dapan, man. We're seeing some of the new characters, obviously, which most of them haven't actually been officially posted yet because they posted them accidentally, and then, you know, removed them. And yeah, there's something. There is indeed some combat details here specifically. So one thing is here. This is one thing that I wanted to point out. Is this is player character. The AI is seemingly using their skill themselves instead of always the player character having to do them. Bot uses a skill is one thing here, and actually like gets also it seems to be like actually that's not a counter. I think there's a counter later. That's not a counter. That's just like breaking the posture bar or whatever, which was a thing. Obviously they're just, you know, running around a bunch. Here, there's, right, yeah, Bear, little Panda Man seems to do some kind of dash. Panda Boy seems to dash. There's obviously some kind of, you know, things that you have to run to avoid an attack. And, first of all, AI actually runs into the safe area. And I feel like I might have seen some points earlier where the AI are actually trying to, like, dodge or something. But obviously, I feel like the trailer is not going to be super indicative. This kind of trailer is not going to be very indicative of actual gameplay. I think, yeah, is it here with Aurora? Yeah. There's like a guard, some form of guard / parry situation. It is a parry because there's like a follow-up attack after it. Here, that's a dodge. That seems to be very much a dodge by not Surtur. Oops, I skipped too much. Oh wait, no, was that? Oh wait, no, I think it was just them getting hit. Never mind, it's not a dodge. I think it's just them getting fucking blasted. I can't figure out if that's a... I think Aurora got hit. I can't figure out if Surtur dodged or just got fucking blasted. The Pepe slander on Global is never ending. Yeah, they are releasing the beta, like, almost right on top of Anniversary. My first guess is that they took away his big sword for Surtur. Oh, how could they? Fucking bot, fuck off. Pepe, who? Yeah, it's gonna be... I mean, obviously the beta, the tech test was at the same time for Global last year as well. But I can't figure out if some of these are dodges or getting... I mean, Aurora very much just seems to be getting blasted. Like, look at this poor girl. She's getting fucking slapped. Obviously, we have the Surtur, you know, ultimate there. And that looks more like a getting hit. I fucking cannot make out if that's a dodge or a getting hit. But it doesn't know, because no, because it does feel like the animation starts before like an actual hit happens. Like she's already getting ready to like move here before, like, when the attack is like way over here. Like she was already moving. Aurora was not moving. Aurora was doing an attack and got fucking slapped. So I think it is a dodge. And also, well, okay, here it's not really clear who's the player character, but I'm assuming the player character is the pink-haired one. So seemingly also dodging by themselves. And yeah, they might also have just different dodge animations. Because also your recovery is way faster than Aurora, who got blasted. Obviously got the Surtur animation. Let's look at that. Big sword, big sword, big sword has been spawned. Big sword. I mean, yeah, so seemingly, yes, we now have both. We have counters, we have dodges. Nymph's sister, some people have pointed out, I think it really, the only thing that's similar to Nymph is the color scheme. Like, the fact that she's very pink. Otherwise, like, the horns and stuff are completely different. She's a Sarkaz, clearly. Probably. She has horns. But yeah, the dash and, like, the block/counter, I think those are just good additions. Because it just, like, it just feels a little strange for an action game. Even if it's supposed to be more, like, tactical, strategy-based action. If it's real time, it still feels a little strange to not have some kind of dodge when you're actually physically controlling a character. Xera, because her porn is similar to Kalisa? Oh, maybe. Yeah, obviously, fucking wondering about the race is a whole other thing. Also, we obviously... Well, yeah, so what, I'm actually wondering, what other characters do we... Here we see the... So if you've maybe seen some of the leaks or whatever, this is the horse girl. There's obviously the panda. And this is the one dude. I'm pretty sure this is that one, the dude. Who some people were saying would be a lung. I don't think so. I think they're an Anasa, same as, what's her face? What's her name? Also, yeah, the thing is that, yeah, the gator tail was indeed weird. Can we get Panda playable on Arcade for GTA 6 releases? Probably. Because it could be, but like it's, I guess it could be a Vuevre. Could be a Vuivre instead, because it's horns. There's clearly horns and then a big tail, so it's like Pink Estelle. Oh, true, it could be, yeah, it could be Pink Estelle, yeah. Jiayun, yeah, Jiayun, the sort of Sarkaz subrace that has like a black halo, because in the image that we saw for him, he has a black halo behind as well, but also then the whatever. Also, he clearly doesn't have a tail, so I don't know what some people are cooking, thinking he's a lung or a dragon. when he has a halo and horns. Also, impact frame, boys, impact frame, holy impact frame. Sheesh. This thing is gonna cook your fucking phone. Nice little black hole up there. Another new... Okay, well, this is some, like, wacky schizo biome. This does not look like normal land. Or, I mean, it could be. Looks like the 3-pillar boss got revamped. I'm not sure if that's... I don't think that boss was shown here. I think... At least I don't think so. I think that boss is probably still in the game. It's just wasn't shown in this trailer. And yeah, there does seem to be, like, combat changes, which I think is good, because I feel like I've heard, I didn't get to play the tech test, but I've heard so many people being like, the combat is kind of meh. The impact frame you just saw? No. The impact frame was this dude. Oh, no, wait, yeah, no, I'm fucking dumb, it is. Oh, yeah, it has been, God, Apollo. How am I this dumb? I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was this fucking dude. Or this bro. Little pipe bro. No, it is. It is the, what's his name again? And yeah, revamped. Makes sense. Redesigned, revamped. Which, I mean, yeah, that feels like an obvious thing to do. Upgrade, you know, you're just upgrading everything, so. A lot of cubes as well, this kind of like, is it Originium or whatever? Because a lot of this, so both obviously this boss and then this boss, I mean, they're all like constructed out of this, you know, cubular matter. So is it like Originium? Is it just rocks? We're watching this part so many times because it's so quick and I need to look at things. We get this schizo looking environment, sort of with snow, I guess. Fuck, they didn't show us the... Oh, they fucking exploded the big 3D triangle. Yeah, Triangulos, yeah, that was them. Break some kind of... Oh yeah, this girl! Who has apparently actually has a bunch of swords in the back, actually. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of swords stabbed into the back of this massive hood. Hood. Fucking just surgery. Give us mounts. Yeah, that's what was pointed out by her. She looks like a child version of Valorquin. Like, she just looks like a small Valorquin. Well, I can just pull up Arknights real quick. Like, it's her. So, I mean, probably some Cyclops. But obviously then there's this very spooky skeleton hood thing going on. Which, however, kind of makes sense for a Cyclops, since Cyclops is the whole thing with, you know, prophecies of the end and all that. Also, where is this happening, actually? Where is this happening? I almost forgot to change back to the fucking trailer. Because I'm wondering what's the fucking planet in the background? One's like a banshee. Can we see the horns somewhere, really? The horns are kind of true. The horns are kind of, you can just barely kind of see them here. The horns are kind of banshee-ish. Expand the collapsal, or we'd think so, considering, you know, the fucking, what is it now? The portal is so closely related to the collapsals, so. Yeah, the horns are a little banshee-ish, yeah, at least from the little bit that we can see. But I wonder where that was happening, because that looked... I'm just wondering, yeah, which planet, because there's a bunch of planets in the sky, like, the skybox. The skybox constantly has, like, 2 different planets. Oh, well, because it has the actual planet of Talos, and then it has the other moon of Talos as well. But then obviously we've had some space shots. Like, I'm wondering where... I mean, seemingly this is on ground somewhere, however. But like, I guess... Okay, no, that does look like a gas giant. That's probably just Talos itself. Because this is not a spaceship, clearly. There's a bunch of fucking rocks and shit. Evil woman. Here we get to see this thing. Main Talos? Yeah, it could be Talos 1 or whatever. Because obviously that is a question, since there, you know, there is 2 moons. There's Talos 1 and Talos 2. So presumably we might actually go to Talos 1 at some point as well. Chicken wing. She has used, but look at this hairstyle, by the way. She's used a lot. She has like slathered some hair gel on her hand and just like, it's really sticking up there. 5 head, yeah. And she fucking throws this. I'm trying to get a better look at this thing inside of here. Oh, what? Wait. Does it have ears? Does it actually have ears? Like cat ears? Fucking turn, my dude. It almost broke my neck, man. I think it might have cat ears. That's like that little spot right here might be cat ears. But also, I mean, well, so, it's not like a full person, because it's like... It's fucking tiny. Dude, it fits in your hand. It's small. But I guess it's also inside of this weird red ball thing. And seemingly it spawns whatever the boss is that we see next. But it does almost seem like it might have, like, cat ears, which does make it a little bit more similar to, yes, the curled up Kelsey we see from PV4. And yeah, because it's probably like it's like shrunk into a ball, and then she eats it onto the ground, and that causes the boss to spawn, which is this thing. So, but it might not be, maybe it's not cat ears, because this looks like there's kind of like horns going on. Also, right, this is what I wanted to point out, right? I think it is better here. This silhouette just, you gotta go back a little bit more. It's loading, it's loading. This silhouette of the head just reminds me of W. Like, this silhouette is, like, very W-ish. For the head. This kind of like these shapes on the sort of hair or whatever, but... And like this kind of like horn-ish thing. Also, oh yeah, here, also, yeah, here's the curled up person thing, which... Now doesn't seem to have ears on it. Now it looks like it's just like a little geometric shape on the head. But also it's clearly still, it's very small still. It's not like a human side. Corrupted version of Kiara's statue? Fuck, I can't remember what that looks like. I mean, I may be reading too much into exactly what this shape is, like what the fuck is, but I mean... What are we here for if not to over-analyze these fucking stupid details? Have you not read, have you read chapter? No, I'm lore head. I am lore nerd. I'm obsessed. I'm just wondering, what is it? And we probably just don't have anywhere near enough fucking information to actually make a proper conclusion here, but... Because you don't get to, this is obviously, this is the sarcophagus. This is like the sarcophagus room or whatever. This cable stuff again is from PV4 as well, which is for the sarcophagus. And a bunch of ARG fucking splash again. Want to look at the, we see the boss here. So this is, because this is the boss that obviously spawns. This is what spawns from the little curled up human ball. Is this boss. So we actually see it also like sort of take form here. It has a seeming, it's a bit angelic, isn't it? Halo wings, or wings and a halo kind of sort of situation. A lot of hands, which actually is very biblically accurate angel style. Wait. Wait a minute. What if it's related to fucking Surtur? It has a big ass fiery sword. The sort of head shape, hair, horn shape is kinda similar-ish. And they put, you know, Surtur in the Surtur animation right in the middle of the fight here. And it's like fiery. What if it's Surtur related? Slash, you know, Leviathan related. Because apparently, seemingly, Surtur here is not called Surtur. But it's named after the sword. Also, that means reddish. Because yeah, if this is, because you know, we don't know. It could be that, you know, Surtur has a more significant part in story here. In which case, maybe this is somehow related to Surtur and Leviathan. If it was Surtur related, that would imply the existence of Surtur lore, so obviously not true. It's a good point. It's a good point, actually, now that you say that. Has that texture we see on Endfield stuff? I mean, yeah, everything here has has the Endfield texture. So that message was fucking ages ago. Sorry. It could be, though. I mean, obviously, insane, you know, speculation, but isn't Surtur lore? This is Leviathan lore. True. This is true. Because, I mean, yeah, like, because now I'm thinking, because even the sword kind of has a similar shape. Well, I mean, very vaguely similar shape. It's sword-shaped, right? So, I mean, it might as well be. It's most of the fact that there is, like, it's like red and fiery, and if you, I don't know, kind of look at the head shape, you could maybe see something. Oh god, you've just reminded me that I have not gone through and read the IS4 monthly squad stories. Jesus Christ. I've completely forgotten about those. But Panda though, man. What about Panda and his fucking massive walk? Actually, I know, see, he does actually carry, it's on his back at all times. Fucking Panda. And obviously, you know, Aurora for the Aurora fans. Also, you know, well, I think I think it's good that they've shown a panda, because obviously now we can start, you know, thinking like, okay, so how many of these, you know, more like fully animal characters will we get playable? The 3 Aurora fans. Dude, look at her getting fucking, just look at her getting blasted here. It's just a little funny. Dude, there's one Aurora fan. Look, there's one. Also, wait, you just fucking mentioned the weapons. Yeah, because, okay, yeah. Because do we see her actually? Yeah, she uses a sword here, yeah. But then the counter uses her shield. And obviously, well, the pink-haired girl seems to, yeah, she uses a sword, yeah. You can see the sword there. But then the counter, like her, I guess this is probably her skill then. Where she pulls out the shield for like a block counter thing. Otherwise, yeah, it's a shield. And then she seemingly uses like a catalyst type of situation. No. Oh, she's guns. No, she's guns. She's guns. Right? Pistols. Pistoler. Yeah, okay, no, she's guns, not a weapon or sword. Or not a catalyst. What am I talking about? Let's look at the earlier bit here. Chen obviously uses swords. Gun, sword. And yeah, the fact that, the fact that the you know, bots seem to actually, you know, use their skills themselves now to actually get, like, counters and stuff off. And yeah, obviously, they put this in, this is in here just because we've never seen any male Endmin gameplay, because it's always been female Endmin. This shot here is literally just like, male Endmin is here just to, you know, you can see his ultimate. I want to see if I can see I mean, I assume Serta would just have a sword. Is that a... Yeah, she has like a sword. I think she had a sword in hand there. Well, it's like floating behind her. No, it's in like her hand, yeah. Well, it's because, I mean, looking at the ultimate for Serta, she would probably have like some form of, you know, ultimate gives her a big sword. Oh yeah, there was the leaked profile for Serta, yeah, where apparently she's actually a caster. Not sure what that means for the weapon, but bot fighting alongside looks so much more natural now. Yeah, but also, I mean, this is trailer footage. We'll see how the bots actually fight in the game. So I play as male IRL, and that's enough. Or do you maybe see actually during the whole? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I skipped too much. I mean, she's a caster, but, you know, ultimate seems to be, you know, summoning big fuck-off sword. So don't make gun characters absolutely dog shit to play. I mean, seemingly the gun characters are just one form of ranged character. I'm more so hoping, what I'm hoping for, just in general, since they have the weapon system, I'm just hoping that they get creative with all the moves and stuff, despite them having, you know, like a weapons. Like, I don't want, yeah, because otherwise you run into like a Genshin thing where most characters with the same weapon feel very similar. She doesn't say live, but I'm gonna uninstall test. This is a reasonable action. Also, this fucking, what is this, like, a huge boss arena, by the way, fucking massive. God, I've gone through this, like, fucking 30 seconds so much now, because it's where the gameplay is. And God, I want to get to actually try it. I still think this dude looks so incredibly, Nier Automata. This little pipe boy. Whatever this boss is, he looks super Nier Automata. So we're gonna have to wait a month? Yeah. I'd probably cry if it was longer. It was the same, like, it was pretty much the same thing last with the tech test as well. It was like, hey, it's in a month. Sign up. Yeah, I think Serta probably will. I feel like Serta, even with, like, if she's a caster and has, like, a ranged weapon as her weapon, I feel like she might still be fucking melee, even with it. And yeah, for ult, for sure, we'll give her, like, big sword. Looks like it also is very PGR, yeah. It could very well be PGR, which, however, kind of goes hand in hand. A lot of PGR bosses are very Nier Automata, so also here clearly Perlica is running away from the big boom AoE attack. Actually, no, he said that big boom attack is by Endmin. Fucking bonk. They wanted to make sure you see Panda fucking using his walk though. Look at that boy. Look at that chunky boy. Also, he doesn't have any pants. His cock is out the entire time. He don't have no pants. He only has a leather jacket. The pun cosplay on stream if you get into the beta. Ow. What, I have to get an entire fur suit? No class exclusive. I have a feeling that, well, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, weapons don't necessarily have to be class. Good point. The weapons don't have to be class exclusive. Like, you can have a, you know, in-lore caster who uses a melee weapon. Which is true. Like, I do hope that they don't necessarily limit themselves to, you know, oh, casters use catalysts or whatever. Like, casters use staffs and so on. Because there's no real need for that. If they're just gonna use, you know, similar, like, archetypes or classes as original arknights, so if you'll have your guards, your casters, your snipers, and so on, they don't have to be limited by the weapons. The part that I'm more so worried about is if move sets and stuff like that, and like the feel of a character is heavily dictated by the weapon that they use. Panda has no pants, absolute sexualized game. I mean, you gotta get fan service to everyone, okay? No, what we mean, 96 Kami, is that even if in lore you might be a caster, but their main weapon might be a sword. Not that you know, a sword user would be able to equip a gun. Not that, but that a guard might use guns as their weapon. Or a caster might use a sword. Or a vanguard might use a staff or something. So that weapon type and class are separated. And not, like, linked. Which obviously, for example, I mean, in original Arknights, you know, is already indeed a thing as well. We have lots of different variations of what kind of weapon they're using and what, you know, their class is, so. Wolfguard is using guns, no, true. Yeah, I indeed. So I think that's fairly likely that they won't necessarily lock weapon types in that way. Like, yes, a character will only use one weapon type, but yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with class. Also, his name is Wolfguard. I mean, but that's just like, you know, that's just German for Wolfguard. So good babies. Yeah, also, yeah, I would expect them to add more classes, because we only had, what, 4 classes in the tech test. We had guard, caster, supporter, defender. I think that was the only ones we had. Stop showing panda ass. What do you mean? Look at the, that's what you want to see, right? Look at him. Also, something very important actually here. I want you to pay attention to something here when he hits it. You see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? That's what we call hit lag. When he hits the thing, he stops for a moment. And it like, donk, so you get like this nice, like satisfying, like chunky hit feel. Because it stops for a moment when it hits. Bonk. Very cool. Thank you, Hypergriff. I love my hit lag. Thoughts on Griffline strategy in regards to release all in for months on and then suddenly sign up now another test in 1 month. It is an interesting, their form of, yeah, just like sharing progress is very odd. They really do not share anything and then they suddenly dump a bunch of stuff on you. It's like, it's not like I have like, I think maybe like, I think it has made kind of mostly sense for like a lot of time, but I feel like it makes less sense as we get closer to the game's release. I feel like there should maybe be a little bit more, you know, like drip feeding of stuff as we get closer to the game. And then obviously once the game is out, you know, it would be nice if we got communication from devs at a somewhat consistent pace. Like we do, you know, for some other games. And like them, and yeah, something like almost like a dev diary kind of thing. Also, no need to mention Tectone for no reason. And I'm sure the entire Arknights fan base agrees on some things. But something like a dev diary would be sort of, especially once the game is out, it would be nicer to have something like that. Because I mean, one thing with just Hypergriff in general, you know, is that we really don't get to hear that much what they think. Like, we don't get to hear any of the idea or philosophy or like sort of intention behind some of the stuff that they do. And it would be kind of nice to hear a little more. Like, it would be nice to think, like, you know, like, oh, if they do something, and like, it'd be nice to hear like why they did this, like why they thought this was like something to do, not the boulder mod. And yeah, the 3D models are actually, I talked about this like recently to a friend, where the models are just like, they do seem wildly good and detailed. And yeah, oh yeah, I think this beta is going to be incredibly different probably from the tech test. I think it's going to be a very different experience, which I mean, it should be. The other one was a fucking like alpha tech test. So this should probably be a lot, you know, more substantial. Devs do share their thoughts, but only on CN interviews. I feel like they don't even do that many CN interviews, because I mean, if they would, I feel like they would still travel and get translated to the global community. But seemingly not. I might prefer doing cross-stress instead of explaining what his game is about. But yeah, I feel like Hypergriff in general, like, compared to, you know, some of their contemporaries, they're like the other studios doing similar games, I feel like they communicate a bit less directly on what they do stuff. But also, I mean, it's a little, so one thing that's a little wild, okay, can we talk about the fact that this entire, like, like, fall, like, for the last, like, 6 months, they've had the tech test build showcased at, like, 7 different fucking conventions around the world. The tech test build. And now they're like, oh, a couple months after all the conventions are over, it's like, here's like a probably almost complete overhaul for the beta. So I can't figure out if it's genius or like dumb. Endfield before Silksong? I mean, easily, yes. Dude, we have, at least we hear something about Endfield. Silksong is who knows where. Because, like, at first, yes, they're showing, like, you know, an older version of the game at all the conventions. And then they come out with, like, hey guys, we made it way better. But then also the thing is that there was, during all these conventions, I was seeing so many people essentially doom posting that they're still using the tech test build for all the conventions. Because like, oh my god, that must mean that they haven't done shit, like it must be still really similar to this. But no, they just for some reason decided to use a really old build for all the conventions. Even though they probably could have made like a slightly updated version for the conventions. But because they're seemingly, Hypergriff is seemingly so focused on like this thing where they withhold information for a fucking year. And then they suddenly give you a bunch of new stuff. So they were like, no, we won't even give like a slightly updated version for the conventions. We're gonna wait until the beta test is good to go. And then we'll blast you with all the new stuff. It's an interesting strategy. Maybe they just didn't have it ready. I mean, probably no, they did. Well, they didn't have like the beta. Obviously, they wouldn't have had the beta version, but odd that they wouldn't put like any resources onto making a slightly updated version for the conventions. But I guess maybe they just decided it wasn't worth it. They had like a testable build ready to go. Just get that out there. Also, Jesus Christ, I feel like I haven't been, dude, I'm like out of breath. I haven't like been breathing, man. And yeah. Okay. That's it. Like, they asked for like, they asked for like pretty comprehensive. I had a friend who went to Gamescom. They asked for like fairly like exact feedback. Like, they wanted to get a lot of feedback, but then it's feedback for an outdated as hell version of the game. So it's like, it's a little, how are you gonna use this? How are you gonna like, yes, you can implement it, some of it for the beta, but like, very unimpressed by older footage. Yeah, the gameplay like trailer that came out a year ago is not super, it looks nice, but like it just looks nice. Like, the models are really good and the environments look really nice. But that's kind of it. This is a lot more substantial. The other trailer, however, like the story trailer, I think that's still a banger. Which ones are 4 and 5 star? We don't know anymore. We obviously, tech test, we could know we had some. Also, it's actually for, I think it's 6 and 5 stars, like Arknights. I would like to radically change the mechanics feedback. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some of the feedback will still apply. But I feel like they probably got a lot of feedback of like, oh, the combat feels kind of whatever. Because that was one of the big feedbacks that people said constantly, was that the combat was a little meh. So they would have been kind of getting the same, and they were probably already working on changes to combat because they would have had that feedback from the original tech test. So it's like, wonder how the gacha will work. That is also a good question. The beta, I believe in the FAQs for the beta, it was said that there's like, there won't be any gacha portion to it. Like, sort of stuff will just be available. Like, you won't have any of the, there won't be any gacha type of thing in the beta. But seemingly, probably, it's gonna be like, when it comes to character rarities and stuff, it's probably going to be the, you know, what all of these 3D gachas are doing, where characters are the top 2 rarities, and then weapons are like lower rarities and higher rarities. Oh yeah, it's been confirmed in another gacha game from the start, since like fucking 2 years ago or whatever. That's already been confirmed. Before it enters a $40 entry cost live service game. I would not complain if they had way less gacha in it and actually made it like something you actually pay for. I wouldn't, like, I'm not complaining, but Arknights relink, dude, imagine. I mean, maybe it's some, who knows? Honestly, something like Arknights relink, like, could be an actual reality at some point, considering Hypergriff does make premium games. Like, they make games that are not gachas, so. Is there a date? Nope. Beta is mid-January. And otherwise, no other dates. There's speculation. There's like some decent guesses. And I don't know, maybe some weird leaks. Hey, there's Samir. I'm gonna play it. I'm a little disappointed when it was confirmed this was gacha. Yeah, I mean, gacha's obviously gacha. I'm too gacha pilled. I'm fine with it. But also the thing is, how do you fund, like, let's be real. How do you fund this shit? How do you fund, like, I mean, you have to either be like subscription based or then gacha. And let's be real, gacha makes more money. To fund a live service game of this kind of type. Dude, the panda is peak. Panda Peak. Let's just like kind of watch this again. And yeah, it is overlapping with Global Anniversary. I'm gonna be real, I care way more about the Endfield beta than the Global Anniversary. $140. Letter for Sarkar's language. So, have they translated it as well? Is it this stuff? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, there's stuff over here. Yeah. There is Sarkar's language stuff down over here. There's also some stuff here as well. Despise the weapon system in gachas. Yeah. I feel like that is probably honestly the bigger thing. I personally think it's probably gonna have a weapon gacha. Like, weapons exist in the game. For some reason, I feel like there's probably gonna be a weapon gacha. There are weapons in Endfield, so hey there, Corey. We are very hyped. We've been yapping for almost an hour and a half, just going fucking frame by frame through the trailer. On the red screen, frame letters appear one after another. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, these right here. Yeah, these are also, these are Sarkar's language. / precursor language. No, it's not confirmed, but it just seems likely. But obviously it's possible, because however, we also know, assuming tech test stuff still counts for anything at all, we know that you also craft weapons. Like, you can craft weapons and so on. Which, in theory, if you really want to start huffing some hard copium, you can be like, oh, maybe all weapons are crafted instead of gacha. But it just kind of seems likely that they'd probably, you know, have a weapons gacha. Because, like, you know, we love Hypergriff and so on, and we think that they do like some unique shit and kind of do their own thing. But also, there are clearly some aspects from Endfield that, you know, are taken from the other popular games of this style. From Star Rail, from Genshin, from Wuthering Waves, or, you know, whatever. Even though obviously Endfield actually, like, kind of came around before Wuthering Waves, sort of, but yeah, it's more so like, how predatory does the gacha end up being? Because obviously the thing is that with Hypergriff, the only gacha we know is the Arknights gacha, which has some pros and some cons. So we don't really have a good idea necessarily on how they're going to do it for Endfield. Also type vertically, not horizontally. Yeah, I mean, well, someone will fucking translate all this stuff. As long as characters work on baseline without the weapons, it's all fine. Yeah, if weapons essentially become like, they're almost just like aesthetic and stat sticks, then yeah. If there's not like significant functionality behind weapons, that already makes it much better. Or if there's just, you know, like consistent ways of getting like good free-to-play weapons through the crafting system or whatever, then that should help. Yeah, because it's going to be a lot down to the difference between free weapons and gacha weapons, yeah. Just assuming that there is a gacha weapon or weapon gacha, because I just think there will be. I'm in too deep, even if I don't like the gameplay, I'll probably play for the story. I'm hoping that I'll like a lot of it. I mean, I'm constantly, I feel like I'm actually overly positive. I should probably be more critical, but I'm just kind of excited, man. I'm just excited to have like a 3D Arknights thing. Have like a super high budget, good looking 3D Arknights thing with sort of semi-open world and like real-time combat and whatnot. Because I love Arknights. But I'm one of the few people who actually doesn't hugely care about the Arknights gameplay, like the tower defense gameplay. So, like almost at a baseline, I'm already more interested in Endfield gameplay than I am to Arknight stuff. Gotta get used to 3D cutscenes of the trailers instead of deciphering what the CGs are all about. back to analyzing every single frame possible. We have kind of, I think we've mostly gone through this stuff because I am not smart enough. Okay, I am good at being excited and putting together some lore stuff and whatnot. I'm not smart enough for fucking ARGs and shit. Okay, I don't have the correct kind of brain rot. I have brain rot, not ARG brain rot. I'll leave that to the people who are better at that. I also just, I just want to, I just like this aesthetic. Like they have this aesthetic with like sort of the, you know, this sort of topology aesthetic, which they also sometimes use for just like visual flair. I think is it here? No, not here, it's later. Where is it? Oh, here. Here, they have a quick little, where it kind of flashes those like lines. These lines where they flash these quick, I just like this aesthetic. It just looks cool. My copium is that the weapon doesn't have a fixed main stat like crit chance or damage. They're flexible, don't mind if the effects of the weapon is unique for each one though. I can't remember. Obviously we had some, because we obviously knew how the weapons somewhat worked. I think the weapons did have like main stats, but then you had like essentially what you're in the tech test. In the tech test, so this might not be real at all anymore. In the tech test, weapons had like a main stat and so on, but then they had, you essentially slotted in, like, you could farm and craft, like, equipment, like, it's a little, you know, like, slot in pieces that slot into the weapons that give you other stats. And that was, like, kind of what you farm. Was, like, those were, like, you know, RNG, like, what stats you get for your little attachments, your weapon attachments. Yeah, like a materia system, yeah. So that was in the tech test. And in the tech test, like, because you also had, like, some form of, like, equipment system, like, you know, relics or whatever. But those were not, like, farmed. Those were just crafted, and they were always the same. So those weren't, like, RNG drop chance kind of thing where you get like different substats. Like the substat system, the materia system was only for the weapons. You might be a god of ARGs. I don't have the patience for ARGs. I think that's the problem. It likes lines. Because some Terra places are explorable even if it's limited. I do wonder. I would honestly almost assume that, like, probably not at the start of the game, not for a long time, but at some point, they would possibly let you, you know, explore Terra a little bit as well or something. Like, possibly as, like, a way more end game, like, many years down the line of the game. But at some point... Okay. Biggest question though is, if girls trying to line out as a competitor now, how can we make our home screen Perlica's feet in stockings? Wonder how popular Endfield will end up being? I wonder that as well. Because one thing with Endfield's popularity is that a significant portion of the gameplay, this has been quoted many times by the people making the game, that a significant portion of the gameplay will be like the base building stuff. Which I feel like will just automatically push away a lot of people because they don't want to deal with the base building stuff. There was equipment system tech test like artifacts from Genshin. There was, yes, but they weren't RNG substat ones. You just crafted them. You didn't have to, like, farm for them. Yeah, exactly. It does feel like the base building part really doesn't feel super, like, mass appeal. But I mean, at the same time, you look at success of stuff like Satisfactory. But that is only really successful with, you know, a certain type of people. Like, a lot of, you know, casual players really just kind of won't want to deal with the base a whole lot. And they already have, yeah, so obviously they're already in a better situation because they will just have a bunch of OG Arknights players who will hop in. But yeah, the base building does kind of just seem like where it's like, it feels like at some point you would just have your base ready, done, and you don't have to touch it anymore. Small text at 140 on the emergency notification frame on top side that is 10 December year 2000 plus something, yeah. Yeah, I think we mentioned this earlier, where somewhere, in the trailer, we see, here, 10 December 2018. That's clearly an 8. So yeah, like 900 years in the future from where current Arknights is. Right over here, you see 10 December 2018. On stream, it might be a little tough to see, but I can see it. I can zoom in. I can't zoom in because it's fucking YouTube. Doubt they really need to mass appeal that much. That's the thing is, I'm wondering, like, I assume they would be aware that the base building portion of the game is not gonna have a mass appeal, and that they are kind of limiting the, like, player reach because of it. And dude, MQ Egg, the amount of base building guides for Endfield is gonna be fucking wild. There's gonna be so many people who do not want to touch the base or think at all for themselves and just want to like copy a layout. That's gonna be like a big thing. And then if there's gonna be like some form of base metas where it's like, oh wait, now there's a new layout that's way better. Quickly, come and copy this. So yeah, because Endfield is a weird mix. Endfield is a weird mix of both appealing to the stuff that is huge and popular and accessible, like Genshin, Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, ZZZ, like like these types of these big 3D budget gacha games. But then at the same time, stuff like base building, which is really niche. So it's like, okay, I mean, they're cooking. Like, they're both appealing to the masses and also not appealing to the masses. This is interesting. Every Minecraft after when you need to rebuild your iron farm. I mean, and I don't have any issues with base building. I do to an extent like building bases, so I can probably get the base building to a point where it's like I build it enough that I'm satisfied with it, and then I can focus on other stuff. I kind of want to check it out because I enjoy Factorio, but I think I'm not in the majority. Probably not, but you're not the only one. I have seen others. Like, I have seen people be like, I'm actually like I like Satisfactory and Factorio. Is this a gacha game for me? Not like we need to optimize your base setup? Yeah, obviously. And there's gonna be a whole thing. Like, already in Arknights, there's like discussion about optimal base setups. It's gonna be even wilder for Endfield. And because you would assume that they would also then, over the course of the game, develop and upgrade and like add more layers to the base system as well. And yeah, we probably, it's not going to be, as in-depth as Factorio or Satisfactory, where the entire game is the base. It's going to be, more casual. But still, like, I mean, seemingly they want it to be at least somewhat involved. Like, you do actually have to, it's not just like, click a couple buttons, it's all good. Don't have to sink too much attention to base building just to play the game. Yeah, because they've also quoted that you can, like, players can somewhat, adjust how much time they want to use on the two main portions of the gameplay, which is the combat and exploring, and then the base building. Like, it's about, they've said at some point in an interview that it's about a 50-50 split, but there's some player freedom on how much that split actually is. How much of the video is actually just CG for in-game cutscenes and how much of it actually just for trailers? I think there's a couple of CGs here which are either they're like, so some of these are like, what's the fucking, like pre-rendered cutscenes, right? Like some of this stuff is pre-rendered cutscenes. A lot of this is pre-rendered cutscenes. But there's a couple spots here which I think they're in-game rendered cutscenes. Like this stuff, not this, but here. This looks like this is a pre-boss cutscene. Like, way more clearly. This is like an actual in-game cutscene rather than just like a rendered in-engine cutscene. Also, yeah, you can see the frame change. It is like, oh, it's suddenly 60 frames. Like a different feel to the movement. Like the second half of the trailer has a lot more in-game stuff. Like here as well. And then there's some bits, especially the first half is a lot more like pre-rendered cutscenes. Bonk. Fucking panda, man. Holy panda. Also, can we just mention how like the website music is so nice? It's like, it's such a nice little background track. Let's hope the story will make sense on its own legs. I would hope so as well. And I mean, I feel like they would try and make the story standalone. Like, quite a bit. Because it is probably significantly in the future compared to OG Arknights. And is sort of, you know, it feels like it would be a sort of first introduction to the world to a lot of players. So I feel like there's you know, there's gonna be like lots of, you know, there's gonna be like fan service and whatnot for normal player or like, you know, Arknights players, but then like you can also just consume it as someone who doesn't know anything about Arknights. I mean, similar to Star Rail, right? Like Star Rail, especially towards the start of Star Rail, you really don't need to know anything about the other Honkai games. And only more recently do you get like a lot of payoff for knowing more about the Honkai games. Oh yeah, is this here? Like, is one of these indeed like roads? I don't think Rhodes itself would actually be here. I think it's a different like land ship. It's just a different spaceship. I imagine it's not Rhodes itself. Because it's not like Rhodes Island was the only ship of its type. If anything, it'll probably be one of those situations where the story is rewarding to AK veterans but not necessarily understand it. Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably the way that they're going to go with it. And because also, obviously, you know, we're not... in Endfield, we are not Rhodes Island. There are Rhodes Island people, some of them, but obviously we are Endfield Industries. Was it confirmed that it's not in the distant future? No, it's more like it's confirmed that it is in the distant future. Right now, if we believe... where is it? No, it's earlier. Where is it? Where is it? What the fuck? Am I dumb? Oh wait, no, yeah, it was... If we believe this fucking spot right here. If we believe this, it's happening 900 years after, or 500 years in the future from current Arknights. If the planets have synchronized date, yeah, if they're using the same date system, which I mean, you'd think they would be. Gonna hit the two-gender player character thing? Same. I don't think it was necessary. I think they should have just chosen one. There's a possibility that they let you use, like, you can switch freely between them or something, but yeah, I feel like they should have just chosen one. I feel like them giving the whole choice of two different, like, oh, you can choose the girl or the boy. I feel like that choice was completely made just because, oh, the other games did it. So... not a huge fan of it, but... and also, yeah, now the time skip is hard, like, because people, so when in the tech test, there was a piece of text that said that it was 500 years in the future. That text got removed, and there was a bunch of people being like, oh my god, it must mean that it's actually not that far in the future. It's actually way closer to normal arknights, right? Copium? Nah, bro. Nah. It's fucking way out there. It's even further in the future, seemingly. Hope they're different characters like ZZZ. Don't think so. They should be like the same character. They might let you switch between them freely, like which one you're using. Maybe, but I think they are supposed to be the same person. Part of me still wants to see more familiar faces. Yeah, familiar faces is like cool to see, but I do also want them to like not overuse familiar faces and also have, you know, like have their own identity. Your wife is long gone. Stop coping. Roads has existed for almost a millennia, if this is true. Yeah, yes, indeed. Also, yeah, dude, Arknight's regional voice is incredible. I would have preferred no familiar faces. Yeah, that would make sense for someone who, you know, doesn't play Arknights, really. Because, yeah, I do want them to have their own identity rather than overuse characters. And yeah, so far what we have heard from the voice acting is pretty decent. And I think in the tech test as well, the voice acting was pretty good. From the little bit that I didn't look at a huge amount of tech test footage because I didn't want to, like, spoil myself, but... yeah, because I have, if they let us freely choose between like which, like, so you don't have to choose one of the player characters and then you're stuck with them. And if they let you freely choose, I mean, I can think of some lore reasons why this would be the case. Like, I feel like it's easily implementable. It's not like a weird thing to do. And it could even kind of explain why there's two different, you know, bodies for the main character. Oh no, Shelpat, I'm absolutely trying to get into the beta. I filled out that survey hours ago. Have an indirect connection to old faces more interesting? Yeah. Like, indeed, that would be more interesting is like vague connections. But right now, you know, we have like some characters who are seemingly just straight up them. We just don't know how exactly they're them. Because obviously, if it's been 900 years, they've either somehow had to survive 900 years or they're not quite the same person. English voice came before the JP voice time. That is, yeah, that was interesting. Obviously, yeah, that the tech test only had English and the closed tech test last January only had English and Chinese voices. But the version that was at the conventions had other dubs as well. It had JP dub, I think, and Korean dub as well. But I'm kind of, if the EN dub is good enough, I might actually use it, but we'll see. Generally speaking, I play with JP dubs. Also, yes, the fucking, can we talk about the fucking, what's it now? The requirements, the minimum requirements for some of this shit is wild. 32GB RAM recommended is wild. I know it's probably to be like extra safe because, you know, like optimization, but oh my god, 32GB recommended? What? Like 32GB base, like minimum 16, by the way. I do like EN characters with accents. Yeah, especially if they do a bunch more accents for Endfield, which I feel like is possibly less likely that they do like regional accents in Endfield. I feel like that's less likely, but we'll see. But yeah, if they do like regional accents in Endfield as well, that will make me much more likely to pay the EN dub. Hey, where is it? Here. Oh, Jesus. Let's look at these fucking recommended specs, bro. This shit is stupid. Obviously, well, yeah, but Intel Core recommended i7 10700K, 10700K. Recommended an RTX 260 or better. The RAM is still like almost the wildest spot here. And also 60 gigabyte free space as well for a beta. 60 gigabyte beta. Guys, I have a feeling that this may not be the most optimized or best running beta. So I'm actually like, I believe I have just about barely the recommended here. I have this CPU, but not exactly this CPU. I have like I have like the equivalent from the previous generation or something. Like this CPU replaced whatever my CPU currently is. Dude, Endfield and mobile is actually gonna burn shit. I mean, I guess if fucking Withering Waves runs. Withering Waves also is pretty fucking wild high fidelity. But yeah, these beta like recommendations are quite something. Quite something. Gonna be like Infinity Nikki on iOS versus PC. Yeah, Infinity Nikki is another one, yeah. Where it is like wild recommend, like fucking requires. Like it is like, how the fuck they gonna make the on a phone? If the PC beta test is this, they have to do a wild amount of optimization or like very heavy like downgrading. Like they have to have pretty extensive graphic options to make this shit run on things. Really looks like two different games though, so I guess that's how it's going to be here as well. I actually hope so. I hope that yes, the mobile version and the PC version will kind of be two different games. Because this shit ain't fucking running on a PC or on a fucking mobile. And yeah, 60 gigabytes for a fucking beta is like... That's a lot of gigabytes, bro. Like, damn. Like, this almost, dude, like, this CPU recommendation is almost like... Bro, I think I need to upgrade my CPU, like, sooner rather than later. Because, bro, I gotta stream as well. I'm supposed to be streaming at the same time. Like, fucking PC's gonna crash once I enter, like, the base area or something. Because also, Monster Hunter Wilds is also coming out, and that the requirements for that are also pretty fucking high. And my CPU is starting to feel like it's bottlenecking me, especially if I try to stream at the same time. Imagine having to upgrade your PC for a gacha game. I mean, it would be partially for gacha game, but also Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm not encoding on CPU, but I mean, it still takes CPU power. So, even still then, like just having OBS doing its thing, some things are just on CPU. Like, what is my CPU at right now? Let's check. We're just idling with a bunch of things open. Like right now, OBS right now is taking 25% CPU. Obviously, it's getting more because there's less things happening. It's just like I don't have that many other CPU intensive things going on. So yeah, my CPU really has seen better days, put it that way. Because I have a bunch of other things on OBS. I have all kind of additions to OBS to make it better, which probably use more CPU than just like baseline OBS. So yeah, you sure you want? I'm pretty sure, yeah. So like, I mean, obviously, you know, there's probably some things I can do to optimize it, but yeah, no. I should be fucking, especially for YouTube stream, I should be using fucking NVIDIA NVENC or whatever it is. Or actually AV1. It's the on-screen channel spam. No! Just get dual PC set up. I wish, man. But yeah, I might genuinely have to, like, at the start of next year, actually try and upgrade my PC more. Not even necessary for the Endfield beta, but for, like, Monster Hunter Wilds. Because Wilds is also going to be very demanding. Ever since UE5 came out, I feel like PC requirements of games got tripled. No. Yeah, my CPU is pretty old at this point, so I'm not that surprised when it's sometimes struggling for stuff. I mean, why Monster Hunter Wilds look very unoptimized, just like DD2. Oh yeah, man. Launch Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna be fucked. It's gonna like run like ass. My issue is I'm planning on jumping OS ship with my next PC. That might be rough, boy. That might be rough. That might be rough. Okay, yeah, there's the other moon. There's big old Talos, and there's the other moon. You can see. God, I wish I could have watched this like with sound, but yeah, fucking Starset is not gonna let me. Boom! Oh, they even cracked the glass. Yeah, you can see like cracks on the glass as well from the boom boom. Male Endbin also really did get a glow up. It's like, it's not like immediately noticeable, but somehow male Endbin does just look better. Hope they make another R6 collab with Endfield. No. JP games and PC ports don't mix very well. Yeah, no. Capcom is not known for good PC launches. God, there's so many. There's like a fucking million things, all these fucking coordinates and text, man. The ARG people fucking losing their minds, having to go frame by frame. Also, I've mentioned it earlier, but I'm excited to see like we have way more different biomes now. Obviously, we had like one pretty gray biome in the tech test, and in general, what we've seen, we see so much more like stuff now. That surprise, when it's the size of a planet, there are multiple biomes and stuff. Oh yeah, no, I don't even fucking attempt to install any games on anything but an SSD. No priestess crumbs this time. What do you mean? There's probably there's fucking rhombuses. There's a rhombus somewhere, that's priestess. Yo, look at Chen Chen though. Chen Chen. I do wonder how much Enderman will have the mask on. Because obviously a lot of the cutscenes that we've seen, she just has the mask on always. And seemingly in gameplay as well, she mostly has the mask on. Because I mean, it would be, you know, nice to also have them not with the mask the whole time. But I guess the mask is part of like, it's some form of equipment to them. Ricefield in the Brave New World. True, it was, yeah, that shot there, yeah, the shot over here, yeah. With all the grass. This is, very shoe rice fields. Yeah, this is rice fields. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. For self-insert purposes. I mean, kinda, yeah, but I mean, you can see their eyes. Because, yeah, the mask is some form of... Seemingly, yes. It's... Can't believe they... Did they change Angelina's name to fucking Gilberta? The fuck is a Gilberta? That sounds dumb. Fucking Gilberta? Is that even a real name? That sounds like it's from like, it sounds like it's like a witch or something. Like a German witch folk tale. Fucking Gilbert. Bro, we have Rock Rock. But Rock Rock is like normal dumb. Gilberta is like a special kind of dumb. Rock Rock is just like stupid. There was the codenames on the accidentally published page earlier today where the office splashes came from. Ah, right, okay, so I wasn't there, yeah. Call her Gertruda. Honestly, Gertrude would almost be better, yeah. What the fuck is a Gilbert? Real question is, can an administrator boil noodles in their mouth? True. Also, yeah, we haven't even mentioned that, but because it's not necessarily relevant to the Endfield trailers and whatnot. But I mean, from all we can put together, this motherfucker is Doctor. Just like in a new body or something. Aurora is Snowshine and Surtur was Levitane. Surtur is Levitane obviously makes a lot of sense, yeah. But fucking Gilberta. Real name a pretty old-fashioned. Yeah, exactly. It's real old-fashioned. Like, yeah, because, so right, so a year ago when we got some of the first trailers and whatnot, you could, like, you could make arguments that Endmin isn't Doctor, but now? Not so much. Now it's more like, if they're not, if Endmin isn't Doctor, in just like a new body, it's like an insane misdirection by Hypergriff. Like a wild misdirection. Which, like, to the point where, yeah, it would be silly. Yeah, exactly, okay. I think that's pretty much the line, yeah. What should I call you? Administrator, Oracle, or the Doctor? Which, at first, we were like, okay, Administrator, yes. Oracle, who? And then they mentioned the Doctor, and you're like, oh my god, what? And you think it might just be a red herring. But then, with Babel, we learned that Doctor is Oracle. So it's a little obvious now. And yeah, Doctor doesn't have a canon gender. Doctor does not have a canon gender. Which is why which is like, I think it's pretty fucking obvious that the Endmin bodies are like a new body that Doctor would have just, you know, used. Like, they got a new ass, the whole new ass body. Because also, the Doctor in Arknights is like fucking barely able to do anything, bro. They can just about walk without getting, like, exhausted. So, you know, they're not exactly a combatant. They would need a new body to be able to do shit. And I mean, that's kind of how well, I feel like it's possible that you could have, like, you can explain having even, like, two different bodies, like, two different genders that you can choose from, and possibly switch between freely, because that's how it just fucking works anyway. If Doctor can just, you know, inhabit a body that has been made for them. So and then because that then also means that you don't have to worry about confirming, because I feel like that's probably one reason. So other than the fact that all the other games have let you choose between a girl and a boy, another reason is probably so that they aren't confirming any gender for Doctor, because, oh, they're both. You can be either. Because in Arknights, they will never confirm a gender for Doctor. But then in Enfield, oh, they want to give you a choice between which design you have. But then that also means that they don't have to confirm a gender for or Doctor in Arknights. Because in Enfield, you can be either. Which is, like, reasonable. Like, okay, fine, that's like a decent justification, but I would, you know, kind of, I personally wouldn't mind them confirming a gender or whatever for Arknight's Doctor. I'm not the kind of, I'm not one of the people who's like, oh my god, if you confirm Arknight's doctor as something, it will destroy my immersion because I'm fucking self-inserting. And because yeah, then there's anime doctor, which is obviously, you know, kind of a sort of separate thing, but they're also just made to be androgynous. Like, they're not confirming anything there either. Descendant of the Doctor, or it's a new body made by the Doctor and given life? I think it's a new body made by the Doctor or for Doctor. Actually, Tertius is not ringing a bell. Where did we learn about Tertius? Have I missed something? There is some stuff that I haven't gone through yet, so I'm wondering if I missed something. Do we have another name for Doctor as well? Do we have Tertius? Tech test cutscene? Oh, okay, well... oh, you... right, yeah, because, right, there's the Keltsit lookalike as well. I'm wondering if that's Keltsit, though. I feel like it might, you know, I think it... guys, am I the only one who think it might actually not be Keltsit, and it's just another of Keltsit's kind? Keltsit was not the only... you know... cat servant that they made. So... maybe Monster? Dude, imagine, what if Monster becomes cute girl? That would be wild. Because yeah, they seem to just be another AMA unit, so... oh, it is Monster? Confirming data mine of Enfield? Depending on when the data mine came out, you know, things can still change. Personality is completely different? Well, yeah, because, I mean, well, Monsters and Kelt's personalities are quite different. Dude, Chapter 14 Monster was acting kind of cutesy and, like, very affectionate towards Doctor. So, honestly, if Monster turns into a fucking cute girl, I guess so? Is there hints for that in Kelt's Life 2D skin as well? Like, Monster being... I mean, yeah, we know Monster is, like... they are hinting at Monster, like, you know... sort of Monster being almost like raised as a sort of support or like assistant or whatever for Doctor. And like you would assume that Monster would indeed, like Monster, you know, is obviously connected to Keltsit's sort of revival, reincarnation, whatever. There's Twitter additional files. God, have I read through those as well? I feel like I've been so fucking busy. And there's been so many things that I feel like I've been thinking of like, oh, I'm supposed to read those at some point, like some of the Twitter files and other like random lore bits and whatnot that I have to fucking get through at some point. Oh god, will you go for 2 hours? We have, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be rewatching this trailer so many times again. Like I did the ones that came out a year ago. Wouldn't a Sui sibling be able to live that long? Probably, yeah. But I feel like... for some reason, I personally feel like they would not put the Sui siblings into Enfield. And I almost kind of don't want them to. I feel like the Sui siblings are very... their stories and stuff and themes are kind of very landlocked to Terra. I feel like they wouldn't fit. It would be kind of weird to pull them into Endfield, in my opinion. Even if they could survive that long, yes. Because yeah, like why would the Sui sort of care about Talos and so on? There's obviously, I mean, this is probably just an actual space-faring version of, you know, a Rhodes Island type landship, though it doesn't really look like Rhodes at all. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute, boy. Wait a minute, boys. I might have noticed something. Okay, look at this. Look at this ship shape. Because yeah, Pheromones feel Terra locked. Terra's still there in Enfield? No, it's a different planet. Enfield is not happening on Terra. So obviously it's possible that somewhere down the line of Enfield we would visit Terra, but no, Enfield is not on Terra. Right, so this ship right here, wait a minute, where is... Where is it again? It's actually way towards the end. Here. That's the fucking ship! The thing coming out of the ground or whatever here is the ship. That's the fucking end of the ship. It's the same thing. This obviously is a different place, but this spot, this is the fucking ship. Where is it? Yeah, it's the ship coming out of the fucking earth. I don't know, maybe it's just like behind it, but it kind of looks like it's just fucking coming out of the earth. Huh, interesting. Oh, no. Terra is still around. There's no confirmation that Terra has been fucking blown up. No, Terra is around. Should be. Cal Bloodline of Combat explains that Terra is close to simulation. Yeah, but that's a bad end what-if skin. It's not a canon ending. So that's different. The Keltsit Life 2D skin, Bloodline of Combat skin is like a what-if scenario. Not what should be happening. Like, not what happens if, you know, Rhodes Island succeeds in their mission. One of the characters on the website looks like Chongyue. Where he's a fanboy. Yeah, because I mean, from all we know, Terra should still be just fine and around. What about Kristen? Kristen. There was the Rhinelab / Kristen Easter egg in the tech test where they played Blues with You from one of the radios. Man. Also, it seems like this thing looks to almost have like a... Like, look at the ship thing, right? This ship almost looks like it's... It looks like a drill at the bottom. Like, it looks like a drill or something at the bottom, and it's fucking coming out of the earth later on in the trailer. And I mean, it seems to almost have like a massive originium crystal or something as like the central body, and then there's a bunch of stuff constructed around it. And then presumably a platform that fucking Perlica can be like standing on. Like, yeah, it might be like the power, like it's wacky if that's how they make a fucking spaceship, is that they just take a massive originium like thing and just build a ship around it. There is confirmation about origin of infection, yes, from the trailers from last year. If you go back and rewatch some of the trailers from last year, from a year ago, they mention originium and infection and so on. So, well, I think they don't remember they don't mention infection, but they mention originium. And there's tech test lore about infection, but obviously tech test lore is no longer accurate. But in the tech test lore, it was said that essentially originium infection has been solved. Like, you can't cure it, you can't get rid of it if you are infected, but the medication is now so good that it doesn't affect your life anymore. So, like, it's solved, but not, you know, gone. Because it can't really be gone because Originium is still around. They still use Originium as, like, their main power source. So it's more like seemingly they've solved the Originium, like, issue and can now more freely use it as a tool for humanity. Rather than it being both a tool and the destruction of humanity. Because, I mean, that's kind of, you know, what like, Arknights itself as a story is building towards is, you know, reclaiming Originium as something that isn't trying to fucking kill everything. So, presumably, I'm assuming in Endfield, infection will not really be like a significant plot point or anything. Like, it's kind of a solved issue, because they have other things to fucking deal with on Talos. God, some of these shots are so fucking good, though. There's a rhombus, it's Priestess, there's a rhombus, and then this weird skull thing going on here. Which, I think you could maybe call it slightly Wendigo-ish. This, like, skull situation. Hell yeah, colonization. Is it really colonization? It's more like recolonization. Talos was already colonized, they're just going back now. It's like having a coldest part of life, but you can suppress it. Actually, I feel like, essentially, seemingly, in Endfield, being infected is now like having AIDS or HIV, where if you just take your medication, it doesn't affect you at all and you're all good. But then if you don't get it treated, well, then it's an issue. But if you treat it, the medicine is now so good that there's no issue. Just like HIV is in real life right now. PV4 references Endfield now, at least this trailer where they can reference Endfield in Arknights. I mean, it's just, they've already mentioned Talos multiple times in Arknight's story now, so yes, they absolutely are mentioning stuff related to Endfield just straight up in Arknights. So from rock cancer to rock STD. Yeah, that's why I was like, do I really use the HIV comparison here? But it's like the most accurate comparison to real life. So, except for the part that it's, you know, an STD. Dude, I'm like exhausted. This fucking 3-minute trailer has blasted so many of my Endfield thoughts back into my brain. I've been out of breath for like an hour and a half because I'm just like, I can't stop talking. I feel like I'm breathing shallow. I'm too hyped. They're trying to kill me. I still really like that transition. Would there be an IS? I mean, I would assume that they would put a roguelike mode into the Endfield, because fucking every game, every gacha game does that now. Okay, we have been indeed. So I'm actually supposed to start possibly playing some games with some friends. That was the original plan today, and then I woke up and they fucking posted Peak out of nowhere, which is why I had to start with this. But I'm supposed to go to play some games with friends. But I'm going to go to the bathroom and stuff first. Because actually, if I okay, I have people literally sitting there in Discord currently waiting in voice chat to go play games. So I probably should go to the bathroom and join them there. Weird to see, but true. Yesterday I did get a weird like throat cramp or like jaw cramp. So I am possibly getting assimilated by the Seaborn or something. Oh yeah, dude, seeing like how they actually do like whatever, how they do the actual updates and stuff for content once the game is out is going to be interesting, like all the PVs and stuff. When can you get the confirmation if I got beta test? Don't know yet. They actually haven't told us yet when the beta test confirmations come out. I think last year for the tech test, they came out sometime in January, like early January, I think. So it might be until January. We might not know if you get into the test until January. Like maybe a week before the test or something, which is in mid-January. You heard 20 December? Oh, maybe it's earlier. I mean, I think it might be 20 December might be when the survey closes. But not necessarily when you get the information for if you get into the beta yet or something. But yeah, I don't think we don't have an exact date. They didn't give us an exact date yet. But okay, yeah. I will go to the bathroom and stuff. And then I will indeed join my friends in voice chat and we'll go play. I believe we're going to go play some pirate simulator, some Sea of Thieves. Which is obviously quite a jump from obsessing about Endfield for 2 hours, but that was the original plan for today, so I think I will keep to that original plan and not betray them. So I mean, you can. I'll just leave the trailer playing here while I go to the bathroom and then I'll get back. Wah! Actually, I just realized. I think so on stream, I'll just keep the stream going. I think on YouTube, I'll put up... On YouTube, I'll put up a second stream room that will auto redirect this stream to the next stream. Because on YouTube, it's a little annoying doing streams where you switch games. It's kind of annoying. So I'll actually put up a second stream on YouTube, which is like has the correct fucking information on it. We can just like leave that there. I'll mute it now because I actually joined Discord.
And the
Hello.
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 You need a fucking stream schedule. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
It's 6:20.
No, it's 7:20.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
even worse. Been
Okay, give me.
2.5 hours.
Give me. I got obsessed. Okay.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, here, X.
Okay.
Sam
On
is doing-
over
no, Sam,
here.
Alex is doing the tutorial.
Ah, right. Okay. See, I have time. It's fine.
Well, he could have done the tutorial an hour ago and it would have worked out the same too.
I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't realize it'd gone so long. I kept getting new stuff to say, bro.
I also forgot to
Um,
remind you about
What
the
is this?
fucking slow motion options in YouTube. For the
Slow motion
first
up.
scenes.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, you know, playback speed.
True.
Although for some reason YouTube has like a slider for it now too. If you want like
Oh.
0.73
Okay.
times instead of 0.75 for some reason.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you host the ship then.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just setting up a second YouTube stream thingy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, feel free. We're still waiting for Alex tutorial.
Oh yeah, true. Is Blue coming around as well?
Nope, she apparently got told by her dad today that she has to go pick up a cousin from the airport.
Fucking classic.
Yeah, it's like I think it's a combination of like every classic at once.
It's insane.
Honestly,
Like, dude, she's never available. It's
No,
crazy.
not a single Saturday.
Okay, put up this thing. Fuck, Jesus Christ. The Endfield website music is now stuck in my head. It's like completely stuck.
Man,
Surprised
They really
considering I've been listening to it for fucking 2 hours.
they really got Aurora. Aurora's the one that's really weird.
Aurora is a weird choice, yeah. It's like an interesting one.
Well, there's also like the whole naming thing, because I'm assuming that they're taking the naming from the file, not from like. I don't remember seeing anything that's like official that displayed their names. So I'm wondering if the names are exactly what people think.
Yeah, no, because they do have different names for like the actual in-game stuff. From the stuff that they accidentally posted too early, we know some of the names.
Yeah. Well, I remember, for example, the stuff they posted too early, like the file leaks. There's like Angelina was like Angelina, which makes sense as a short.
Yeah.
But then someone in your chat said that her name is now.
Yeah, well, because it's the file names versus like in-game file names or whatever versus what they actually end up being in-game.
And I mostly say that because I don't know Aurora's lore at all, but if she's just like kind of chilling there, then that's.
She's just like a dude. She just works at Rhodes Island.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
She's just deployed, man.
I don't see any reason for her to.
She's
be
just
there,
like a sort of explorer type employee or whatever.
Well, yeah, you could have also said she's an explorer who also like happens to be like immortal or something. That wouldn't have surprised me. And would at least explain.
No, from what we
there.
know, she's not immortal.
From what we know, though.
Okay, I'll end this YouTube stream and start the other one. Should automatically yeet people into it. See you there. Oh god, I'll have to. Oh no, I have to change my chat.
Uh-oh.
I have to update. Fucking YouTube chat. Why is Twitch chat gone like weirdly like cut off? How does that function? Why you do that? Huh? How you be like that? How have you broken yourself? Flashbang, my eyes. I'm blind.
Good trailer, I think, probably.
Maybe, possibly. Flashbang.
Flashbang?
Yeah, it was fucking white screen on browser.
I think if CFTs had a flashbang,
No.
like metaphorical, not literal.
I was wondering.
I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing if they did have literal flashbang.
Okay, why is it like that? Give me. Huh? Huh? Interesting.
Do you have Alex on Xbox
I might
or
not.
Steam? I guess. Because I do.
Well, but as long as yeah, as long as you do, then it's fine. Yeah.
Wait, no, right? Because you mentioned Deep Rock Galactic. We did play that over Xbox. So you should have him on it, unless you just didn't add him.
Oh yeah, you mean if Alex was playing on Deep Rock Galactic through whatever, then yeah.
Because you've been hosting it, I was gonna assume you're gonna.
I'm confused about my chat. Why is it like this? Am I even doing the right thing? Am I even using the right thing? Is this the right fucking name?
Quote unquote professional streamer and in action.
Extremely professional.
Man, it's so fucked up to go from Twitch to YouTube and then you like see something YouTube saying subscribers only and like what the hell?
Huh?
When you go from Twitch to YouTube and you see subscribers only in YouTube, because subscriber is like very different between Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, I understand now. Okay, this test worked. Interesting. I think it's just long names sometimes make the. This is the test message that I have on my chat thing.
Yeah, I know. I opened your stream. Like, what the hell? That's not.
What
chat.
the hell? How could it be? Oh, can I actually? Does this clear it? Actually, well, I don't want to clear it. No, it's just gonna be there for a moment. Actually, if I refresh it, then it won't be there. Oop. Never mind, it's still there. Flashbang! I'm blind. It's just gonna fuck. It's just there now. That's annoying. Why are you there?
Troubleshooting streams.
I'm also, it's just funny that the fucking test message is now just there. I guess I have to update. I guess I have to actually update something for it to like clear it. Now it's cleared. Fucking hell. Stupid. Is this like... Is this actually updated? Has it updated my stream as it's supposed to?
You now play the game.
No way. Playing the game?
For Sam to get through his chat tutorial.
Tutorial, yes.
Yeah.
Not troubleshooting other random things. Totally not. Why is it?
That's right. Don't they just like dump you out into the open sea when you're doing a tutorial? Or am I
They have
misremembering
dumped
that?
me out into the open sea.
How? Why is this? Is this? This is
Probably
still,
to figure out why the Pirate King was so bright. Oh, or maybe I'll.
why is
probably
it? Why is it
have to
still
see
streaming at the ear? What is it doing?
again. It's fine.
Go find a GIF.